Monroe, Michigan is located on the western shore of Lake Erie, 14 miles north of Toledo, Ohio, and 25 miles south of Detroit. As the home of General Custer, Monroe is one of the most historic cities in Michigan. In the heart of Monroe is ProMedica Monroe Regional Hospital, a community hospital built in 1929 that continues to serve over 149,000 citizens in Monroe County. Hi, my name is Ellen Sullivan, and I have responsibility for security and emergency management at ProMedica Monroe Regional Hospital. Today we're preparing for a mass casualty exercise, working with our community partners in Monroe County.
Exercises like this are important for the city to be prepared that we're always adequately staffed and have the adequate resources in order to protect our citizens in the unfortunate event that something like this were to happen. So keeping all of our skills brushed up, making sure that our resources are plenty stocked and appropriate are the importance of partnering with the hospital and local law enforcement and all of our agencies on exercises like this.
Our volunteer victims are receiving moulage makeup so that they present with lifelike injuries that are consistent with the scenario.
So my role with this drill is to get the volunteer victims so we could make it as real life as we could. So I just pretty much put an email out there, and a lot of our adult volunteers jumped at the opportunity to help the hospital and the community make sure that we're ready in case something like this were to happen in our community. So it's just a nice collaboration. It's great to see it all come together.
I'm Leah Morelli, and I'm the Health Clusters instructor for Monroe High School, and my students are participating as some of the people that were injured in the explosion in today's mass casualty exercise. They prepared us for what to kind of expect ahead of time, and we got to show up early, and my students got to experience going through moulage, getting their injuries all ready to go for the event today. There was a lot of excitement leading up to today. My students are in a program where they're exploring careers in healthcare, and what they're getting to do today is watch those professionals work on them in their environment once they get to the hospital, which is great for them to see from the patient perspective instead of a healthcare professional perspective. So it's been very organized, well run. Everything has gone according to schedule this morning as far as I know, and we're just happy to be a part of it.
As the victims prepare to simulate running from an explosion at the Monroe County Courthouse, the exercise scenario begins.
You know, we do have to be prepared for in case of any event. You know, in the world today, we have hurricanes going on, we have unfortunate incidents, and as a community, we need to be prepared to respond. And so we participate in these drills to improve our processes and to make sure that we're here to provide the care that's needed, when it's needed, right time, right place.
Monroe Community Ambulance is now triaging the victims and preparing to transport them to ProMedica Monroe.
Part of the role that we are playing in this is basically scene and site security here. We don't have an active participating role in the exercise itself, but it's very important that that we're here. Our presence is here. Certainly, if this was a real incident, we would be involved. But just because we have normal business still going on, and we do have this exercise being performed here in a very busy part of our downtown, especially during business hours with the courthouse and city hall being right here. Be able to provide that security, I think, is good because you have ProMedica being able to accomplish some of the goals that they're looking to do in testing, you know, their limits as far as what they can handle should we have a mass casualty exercise. So we're glad to be able to participate in that and be able to help in any way that we can.
You know, we never know when accidents happen, and in honor of 9/11, the intent to be prepared and to honor those who have gone before us, we need to be practiced performed and ready to respond in a moment's notice. And that's what today is all about, bringing the community and the community resources together in order to put our best foot forward should that event happen in our community.
I'm participating in the exercise today as a exercise controller to make sure the flow works right, any abnormalities that happen in the exercise. The exercise is going very well. It's designed to test the ability for the hospital and the emergency responders to sort mass casualty type injuries. And then once they're sorted, to administer care once they're at the hospital and get the appropriate facility to take care of them.
Today we're having a mass casualty drill which demonstrates a collaborative, cooperative arrangement between emergency management in Monroe, fire, police, EMS in Monroe, as well as the healthcare system in Monroe. And it's really important that this is done. First of all, it's a Joint Commission standard that you do at least 2 large-scale drills annually. But secondly, what you do with the drill is you'll get to sit down afterwards and see what you did well and what you didn't do so well. And the purpose of the drill is to improve on what you didn't do well. So that's what we're working on today. We're going to see how well they do, given a large number of patients in a very short period of time, what their resources are, how we allocated our resources, and then sit down and say, how do we improve on our response?
Overall, I think things went well, at least to show us some of our strengths, some of our weaknesses, and a lot of community involvement here today was quite impressive. Some of the people that, a lot of the people that are involved. I think some people don't really appreciate what goes on behind the scenes as far as emergency management, a number of organizations in the county that are involved in preparing for something like this, and have a mass casualty drill such as this allows us the opportunity to see what those people do and kind of test them out a little bit, test ourselves, and work on our skills and try to improve things. And today's drill, I think, accomplished those things.
Through the collaborative efforts of the many Monroe County agencies that were involved in this exercise, several opportunities for improvement were identified and will be implemented in our hospital response plans. On behalf of ProMedica Monroe Regional Hospital, we would like to take this opportunity to thank the over 100 volunteers who participated in the planning and facilitating of this exercise. We also appreciate this opportunity to work with our community agencies to better serve the residents of Monroe County.